Hey everyone! I know it's been a while since I've done one of my recipe videos, but I have been doing a detox and doing videos on the detox and dealing with some family things. And so, anyways, I am back with a lemon cream pasta with peas and spinach. It's going to be absolutely delicious. The ingredients that you see on the screen right now, it's going to be more than what I'm going to tell you, just because I'm making this recipe for my husband, and so it's going to be a little bit more, but if you're writing down, ingredients, just write down what I tell you, and then that way you don't have to worry about, well, it looks like more, on the video. You are going to be able to use whatever kind of pasta that you want. I have a veggie pasta right here. It's a penne pasta. And with this one, you're going to want half a cup of cooked pasta. Okay. You are also going to want half a cup of peas. And these can be out of a can. They can be fresh. They can be frozen. Just thaw them out. And you can cook them if you'd like. You're going to need olive oil. You are going to need a clove of garlic, 1 tablespoon of cream cheese. You can use anywhere between a half to a full tablespoon. I'm going with a tablespoon. You're going to need your spinach. And now spinach, you're going to want 1 cup. I have 2 cups here. And I'll show you what I do, because spinach, you got to be careful. I could never figure out how to store the spinach. It would always start wilting, even when I put it in the refrigerator. So I did a little bit of research, and the trick with spinach is that you need to keep it dry. So this is what I do. I have just a regular plastic container. When I get the spinach, I go ahead and peel off the leaves from the stems. Some of them have the stems still attached. You can get them out of the bag. You can get the bunches that they sell at the grocery store, but just pull them off of the long stems that they have. Do not wash them until you are ready to use them. That's very important, because you don't want to get them extra moisture. So once I put them in the container, then I go ahead and do like the instant rice. I guess any rice would work, but it really helps to keep all the moisture out, and it actually keeps the spinach really fresh, so you don't have to worry about it wilting. So and then just close up the lid, and then you can use it as you want. Make sure you wash the spinach though, because it does tend to build up bacteria like E. coli, so it's very important. Alrighty, so back to the ingredients. You want to do half a cup of chicken broth. You can use organic or just regular low sodium maybe. You're going to do 2 tablespoons of milk. You are going to do half of a lemon juiced. And then you're going to do your seasonings. Salt, pepper. You can also use sea salt if you'd like. The last ingredient that you're going to need is a ½ teaspoon of flour. You can also use cornstarch. Now, I was really confused in the beginning, when I first started cooking, what the difference between cornstarch and flour was, and why recipes called for the different, because flour is used as a thickening agent, right? Okay, well, cornstarch is the same thing, except for cornstarch is 2 times as strong as flour. And in addition to that, flour turns whatever sauce you're making almost cloudy, so it has more of a white mixture to it. Cornstarch will just leave it clear, so it'll become, whatever herbs you're using or seasonings. So you want to take that into consideration. When a recipe calls for cornstarch, you're going to be using less of it because it's 2 times as strong. So for this, if you're going to be using cornstarch instead of flour, go ahead and use 1/4 teaspoon. Otherwise, you can use 1/2 teaspoon of flour. So as always, you want to go ahead and add your oil to your pan. You could do a tablespoon If you'd like, you can do half a tablespoon, is really up to you. This is about a tablespoon just because I'm going to be doing 2 cups of spinach instead of 1. But you want to go ahead and let your oil heat up, and then you're going to be adding your garlic to saute it. Our garlic has nice and has heated up and sauteed nicely. And now you want to go ahead and add your spinach. And you want to cook this until it wilts down. Okay, while you keep an eye on your spinach still, go ahead and add your chicken broth to a smaller bowl, or a small bowl I should say. And you're going to add your flour or your cornstarch, depending on what you're using. And then you're just going to mix this around. Still keep an eye on your spinach though, because it does, I always feel so bad for the spinach because it literally sounds like it's dying when it's wilting. So just make sure that this is nice and combined. And now that our spinach is married to the garlic it was in, go ahead and add that chicken broth and cornstarch or flour mixture. And you are going to stir all that together, and you're going to let this come up to a boil. There we have it. It is at a full boil. What you're going to want to do now is turn off your stove. You are going to add your milk. Okay. You are also going to add in the juice from your lemon and your cream cheese. Go. Now you're going to want to whisk all this together. And the heat from the chicken broth is going to melt the cream cheese. Okay, go ahead and bring that back up to a boil once you've added your milk and lemon juice. I think it would actually be quite wise if you started with maybe a half a tablespoon of lemon juice. I just tasted this one and it was quite tart. So maybe start with, you know, like a teaspoon of lemon juice and add from there rather than squeezing an entire lemon or half a lemon in. So now that your sauce is nice and bubbly, go ahead and add your peas. Okay, and toss those in there. Go ahead and combine them. And this is one of those sauces that will get thick as it sits. So right now it's rather liquidy. So it will start to get thick. So go ahead and add your pasta, and then we can go ahead and plate this. And there we have it. Lemon cream pasta with peas and spinach. I'm going to go ahead and top mine with a little Parmesan cheese. And there we have it. Hope you give it a try. Thanks for watching.